Hello, my name is Kyle. If you're subscribed to this channel, you probably know me as Memeweaver Marv, and on Reddit I used to go by the username Whitey Knows. And if you know anything about me at all, you probably think of me as being one of those social justice warrior types. And if you had said that 2 months ago, it would have been true. But not anymore, and if you have a few minutes, I'll tell you why. In early 2009, I joined Reddit. I was immediately a big fan of the site, and like many others, I engaged in repeating the type of jokes that get the biggest reaction on the site, meaning jokes that targeted women, homosexuals, or minorities. Fast forward a year or two, and I'd started to get annoyed at the number of racist, sexist, misogynist, and just plain hurtful comments that I was seeing on Reddit, as well as some other websites that I was visiting. Being involved with Reddit's Circle Jerk subreddit exposed me to a few people who were associated with this Shit Reddit Says subreddit, which I had always disliked, but after spending some time chatting with them on IRC, I began to warm up to some of their ideas. I didn't know it at the time, but I was actually being recruited into a dangerous cult, the cult of social justice. And it didn't take long for them to get to me, by appealing to my conscience with words like equality and justice. I was being brought into their fold, and although the process took a while, I was eventually brainwashed into believing I was joining a righteous cause. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Another year passed, and by that time I was participating in SRS downvote brigades and was a regular in their private doxing channel on IRC. I was impressed with some of the people who would show up there, including the founders of Reddit, Steve Huffman and Alexis Ohanian, and more than a few well-known video game journalists. At this point, I was pretty far gone, completely lost in the world of feminism and social justice warriors. Looking back now, I'm frankly surprised that anything was able to bring me back from that, and a lot of factors did contribute to my eventual escape from the SJW cult, but one thing in particular led to the epiphany that I had. In June of this year, I was invited to meet with the head moderator of Shit Reddit Says. In case you're unfamiliar with who that is, it's actually